Hey everyone, I wanted to show you this card that I've been working on. It's a birthday invitation for my son's 4th birthday, and I thought it turned out pretty cute, so I wanted to share it with you. Thought maybe some of you might be interested in it. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough on how to put this thing together, and let's get started. I don't have a whole lot of time, and I don't have any editing software, so this is pretty much a one-shot deal, so fingers crossed that we make it through. Okay, so the things that you're going to need. A base card. I'm using chocolate chip. In fact, all the products that I'm using are Stampin Up, if that helps. So this is chocolate chip cardstock, and this is going to be a standard size card, 5.5 by 4.25. So 8.5 11 by 11 sheet of paper cut in half and then scored and folded in half again. You'll need a piece of very vanilla cardstock. This is 3 inches by 3.25. Piece of Pacific Point paper, 3.25 by 3.5, which will be the mat. Just a scrap piece of vanilla cardstock, which I'm going to use for my punch. And another piece of vanilla cardstock. This is 3.75 by 5 inches, and this will be the insert for my card. Since the card is chocolate, you want to be able to see the words, the writing inside of it. So that's that. I've stamped a few things ahead of time just to make us go a little bit more quickly. So I'm trying not to cheat too badly, but for sake of time, I really didn't have a choice. Again, Stampin' Up! Pads. This one is the classic pad. All of these are the dye-based inks. This one's chocolate chip. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and sponge the edges of my card. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and add a little bit of extra depth to the edges of the card. This is a tone-on-tone effect, so it's subtle, but it's nice. It gives just a little extra, a little extra oomph to your card. All right, so that's that. Then I'm going to go ahead and stamp my image, and what I'm going to do is take my the stamp set that I'm using here is Hit the Road. It's a nice basic line art image set, which is great because that way you can go ahead and color in your image and personalize it however you want. So I'm going to use the car, and I'm also going to go ahead and use the luggage stamp. I don't know if you can see this on the car. It's got a little puppy on it, which is really cute, especially for a little boy. So that's that. If you hear running back and forth, that'll be my son, who likes to pop in and help every once in a while. All right. So I'm going to take my basic black, open that up, and then go ahead and ink up my stamp really well here, line it up, and press it down. And there we go. So there's my puppy driving his car. Okay. I'm going to take some Close to Cocoa ink, and I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the base card, which is to sponge the edges, again, just for some visual interest. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly, and just quickly go around the edges here. Now, because since the card is driving on some dirt, I'm also going to go ahead and sponge at the bottom underneath the car here. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can add color and texture to these images. This is just one way that I like to do it, and it's quick. So that's why I like it. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of chocolate to it as well, just to darken it a bit and just really give it sort of a dirt road look. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and color in my car here. In order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and do a watercoloring technique using a blender pen. The set that you can get with Stampin' Up! Comes with 3. I've had these since I became a demonstrator, which is about 3 years, so these last a really long time. These are great. Alright, so I'm squeezing the lid of the pad, which will put a little bit of ink onto the lid so I can pick it up and use it for watercoloring. So I'm just going to grab a little bit here and go ahead and start coloring. I'm not going to color the entire car, again, just for the sake of time, but what will happen as you color, it starts off dark and then it starts to fade out. So I start with my dark side, just sort of my shadow effect, and then color it out. And that way can see sort of a light change on my car here. Okay, I would just continue around the car, coloring, as needed, etc. Okay, and then when you need to change colors, you just want to scribble this out, and it will until it runs clear, and then you can go ahead and do the same thing, or then you can go ahead and change your colors. I grabbed the Close to Cocoa again, and I'm going to pick up some of that cocoa so I can color in the puppy. Okay, just to give you kind of an idea on how easy that is to change colors. Now for the wheels and the grill and all that kind of thing, I can't use the black because what will happen is it's more of a purple when you water it down, so that doesn't work. So I went ahead and used the Going Gray. The Going Gray, there's my cat. The Going Gray, hi Jewel, is the only gray I have, so that's why I use it. But the basic gray, the Sahara Sand, all that would probably work fine with it. Alright, so then once you've got that colored in to where you like it, you're going to go ahead and mat that on the Pacific Point, which, voila, I've already got done here. And then you're going to go ahead and add that to your card. Okay, I'm going to use some snail adhesive to attach it. Any kind of tape runner or any kind of adhesive will work, but I really like the snail. I think it's great. And it's refillable, which is awesome. And my cat is probably going to try and sneak back in either on my lap or back into the image, so we may have a little cat war going on. Alright, so take my scrap and just go ahead and punch this out. This is the wide oval punch. And then like I did with all my other pieces, I'm going to go ahead and sponge it with the vanilla. I've gone ahead and done one here. And then I used the calendar alphabet set, which is a great small alphabet. And I'm going to stamp my words in Pacific Point. And again, it's not perfect. It's kind of meant to be sort of impressionistic. So, don't worry if your letters are not lining up. As you can see, I'm actually going really fast. And this is how fast I was doing it on my regular ones, on my previous one. There's just no road. And then I don't have any punctuation with the stamp set, so I used a Stampin Write marker. This one is taken with teal, and I'm going to go ahead and just add my dot, dot, dot. And then, I go back over and it'll darken it and get pretty close. It's a little greener, but it's pretty close. Okay. I took a paper piercer and went ahead and pierced these because I'm going to add some brads. Okay. These are the vintage brads. Grab a couple of those. Alright. Stuck. There we go. And again, some more snail because, it's our friend here. I'm going to add some hemp twine. I just had some of, that I left over, and as you can see, I'm just using my paper piercer. My little scissors. It's about 20 inches of hemp. You're going to thread that through, which, of course, it's being ornery, but you're going to thread that through. It'll twist around. You're going to tie it off in a knot. Okay, again, for the sake of time, I don't have time to do it. Then for the insert, I went ahead and sponged it, put my little, my luggage, stamped for a party. That's going to go on the inside of the card, and then I'll write my information. So anyway, in the end, once you're finished, it'll end up looking again like this. Very cute, and I'm hoping my son will enjoy it, and I hope you did too. And let me know if you have comments. That'd be great. It's my first video, so be gentle, be kind. But I love feedback. and hopefully I'll be able to be a little more technically advanced next time. So anyway, thanks a lot, and I'll see you later. Bye!